compelling show.
You know, maybe since we're here.
Shut up! I don't want to hear that. I've heard that enough today.
That wasn't me.
Don't go there. You're putting a radio in. What could you possibly be doing with that?
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, I can't hold that with one hand. Hold it. No! Son of a bitch. Alright guys, now we're back with this thing, and if you do remember, it's a little bit difficult to drive with 37s, so we're gonna fix that today. Just picked up this sweet little 2002 Focus, 5-speed, 2-door, 96,000 original miles, super clean, and it was 1,600 bucks. Cannot complain about that. So this is a little way for me to get 35 miles to the gallon while I build some of these 4 mile to the gallon turds. I can drive this thing around. So we got a lot of parts and a lot of pieces to go grab, and we're gonna build a custom power steering system for the crew cab in this video. And I'm gonna be putting a Volvo power steering unit into this thing. So this should be pretty interesting. Let's get into it. All right, just rolled up to Dave's. Man, this guy always has cool stuff out front. Look at these crew cabs. You just picked this one up. I don't know what year it is, but Dodge. Dodge, there was another Dodge, and now there's a Ford and a Chevy. It's got a little bit of everything. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe. I haven't asked that in a long time. Like the video. If you do enjoy, comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe. So let's see what Dave's up to. Knock, knock.
Come on in, bud.
Howdy. Dang, I think this is the nicest tailgate I've ever seen. Dang. What year was this off of?
66.
66? Oh, this is a slip gate. Oh, damn. I did not realize that. I thought this was off a bump side. That is super nice. With the lettering too?
They don't make them.
No.
Fine.
Yeah, wow, that's super cool. That is a nice tailgate. Oh my gosh. It's gonna make one truck really, really nice. Gosh, there's not a dent in it either. You can just see the light on it. Good little polish on this thing. It would look real good. So this is the one you guys just picked up,
Yeah,
huh?
it was a woods truck.
It's got dropped.
Logging truck.
Oh, that makes way more sense. Yeah, wood likes to hold. Wood definitely holds moisture. Yeah, this one's had a rough life for sure. What year is it?
64.
64. Oh, it used to be blue. Yeah, this thing is definitely beat. It's funny, these trucks, they get the absolute crap beaten out of them their entire life, and then 60 years later, it's like, hey, all of a sudden now they're worth money. Who would have thought? All right, here's the other one. This one's got a Hellcat motor. This one's way cleaner, has a super nice patina, and it's straight, and it's a short bed. These are sweet. This is definitely gonna make a killer truck. Hellcat drivetrain. It's gonna go in this one. It's gonna get lowered, patina, whole 9. It's gonna be a killer truck. And if I walk over here, you can see that guy. Some of you guys might recognize that truck. So these are just 2 of the trucks that he's built. He's built many, many trucks. This is a 1960 fridge, big window, crew cab, suicide door, GT500 drivetrain, lowered, all the bells and whistles, and Dave built this thing himself. And it is a super, super nice truck. It's won all the awards at Good Guys and pretty much wins every dang award it goes to at every show it goes to. And then this is the one that they're doing right now. This is a 71 short bed with a Gen 3 Coyote Pro Charger, and that is our power steering unit. So you can see right there. So this guy runs off of a 12-volt power source, and we on a key on, turns the motor, and then it still has a hydraulic feed line to a stock box, a stock style box. So I think he has a different box in this truck, but overall it'll work the same. So we're essentially going to be running these to our high pressure line, which will run down to a cooler like he has right there. You can see he's got a cooler down there, and then we'll run it from the cooler to the box, and then run a return line back to the reservoir. So it's a pretty trick little setup. Doesn't use the belt. Obviously in an application like this, you can't really fit much in these engine bays. Trying to fit a power steering pump in here and getting it all plumbed in line would have been a little bit more of a pain, being it's a full Gen 3 Coyote and everything's very, very tight. But overall, very, very good use of the space. And this is a sweet truck. 71 crew cab, short bed, lowered, drop beams, custom interior. This thing is super sweet. So, freaking rad truck for sure. Definitely a lot of custom pieces and bits, but yeah, I'll give you a little, I'll have Dave give you a little rundown of this thing. And then he has a spare that I'm gonna borrow just to get mine built, and then I'll replace his. But overall, I think it should be a pretty cool setup for our crew cab. So. All right, just got the keys to success. Check this out. Actually, before I even start it, if I just do key on, so key on, you can hear a motor. You can hear the motor's on, so it's building pressure right now. You hear this little whine. Now I can go over here while the truck's not running. Look at this. One finger, baby. To the left. Look at that. That is the coolest thing about this, is we don't even need the truck to be on to turn the wheel. So, if I go ahead and fire this thing up, which I guess I'll get in it to do that. He gave me the key to success and said I could start it, so I'm gonna start it for you guys. Oh yeah, baby. That is freaking rad. Absolutely badass. Pro-charged, intercooled, Gen 3 Coyote, 71 crew cab. What a badass truck. I don't know, put a Coyote in mine? Maybe. Maybe not do the typical diesel swap. I don't know. This is pretty sweet. Let's listen to that. I think sound. Still got a Dana in it too. Say look. It's funny. I get a lot of you guys that tell me that I inspire you for my own builds, but I have to get inspiration from some places. So I come over to Dave's and I look at all his cool stuff. That's where I get my inspiration. So it all goes in full circle. But what a killer truck, man. This thing's sweet. Just get over the interior of this thing. I mean, it's not even done yet. And it looks absolutely phenomenal. The red. Oh, the seats, man, they are killer. This is gonna be a rad truck. Original paint patina too. Keeping it. Gonna blend some red in here. Oh, it's gonna look good. Look at the door panels inside. Man, that looks good.
Yeah, it's this one here.
So this is the stock plug.
Yeah, this is a stock plug, which this is the one I got from the Junkyard, and they siliconed it on, but whatever, that's what they did. So this is the wire you hook it up.
Yep, that's the signal wire.
That's the signal. That's all you need.
Key on. This is the switch
That's
wire.
it. These wires here are dummies. I just taped it up in the harness. But that's all
so does this pump have an internal relay system
Yes.
that runs it?
Yes.
So you just put 12 volts to it and
Correct.
run it. So
12 volts.
So you have a main 12 volt hot, 12 volt hot.
And then the ground right to here.
Okay.
I grounded it. And you can ground it to your frame too,
Sure.
but I ground it to the battery because then it grabs better.
So that's super easy then. And
Yeah,
then
it's
you
real
have
simple.
these two pigtails are also grounds, and then you have just a signal wire. So it's super easy. And the benefit of this is this thing is not $200, $300, $400, $500.
No. You can buy it for $40 at a U-Pull-It.
And they come in roughly, I believe it was what, 04, 05 to like 13?
Yeah, I think it's an S40 Volvo.
It's in a bunch of different ones. I'll put it up on the screen. There's a bunch of different years and
there's
models.
a bunch of them.
But you can go to pretty much any junkyard, find this thing, and just grab it and pop it in.
And it's on the passenger side of the Volvo.
Yeah, and you can't see it normally when it's literally looking in. It's under.
The inner core support.
Yep, it's down in there, so you can't really see it. So
yeah, so make sure make sure you run a fuse with it too.
Yeah, throw a fuse in.
Yeah, you put an inline fuse when you run that
on the signal wire.
On the signal wire.
Yep, and then make sure you get obviously the plugs.
Yep.
So and it does have a couple of them, so make sure you just chop the wires and pull the whole thing out.
Yep. And make sure you save the plugs.
Yeah, the plugs.
You ain't getting them.
Yeah, the plugs are the hardest thing to get. But the nice thing is, if you really wanted to, if you had a Mustang or anything else, you can put this thing in the trunk and run your wires and all your feed lines forward.
Yep.
So
you could do whatever. It's kind of nice.
Yeah. So it's pretty tricky little setup, especially when you have an engine compartment that's as tightly packed as this thing. You don't really have options to put power steering where you want necessarily. So you can put it anywhere you want with that. So we're gonna try that out. See how it works with see how versatile it is, because we have a nice lowered smaller wheel set up with this. This is still, I believe, a 20, right?
Yeah, it's a 20 inch.
Yeah, so you got a 20 inch, 20 by 8 with a street tire. Now we're gonna go up to a 17 with a 37 inch tire and see if we can use the same pump. So I'm gonna be the test dummy here and see how it works. All right, I didn't even see this thing hiding. You guys holding out on me. Look at that. So this is your truck?
Yeah.
That's sick. Okay, so tell me about it. So I remember seeing this at what was that show? The Western Nationals that we went to?
F100.
So you towed it up there, and so what is it?
So it's a Mercury crew cab.
Yep. 65?
Yeah.
65, yeah. You guys grafted a big window into it, shaved the drip rails, did all the body work on it.
And dome the bed to the cab.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is super trick. So this is obviously not how they come. You can see the bed line is a lot thicker. Did a 4-link in the back, and you did a back half on all the suspension, which is the lighting's really bad. They can't really show you too much, but you get the picture, 4 links. But you guys it's cool, but now you guys want to do a full chassis.
Yeah, we're gonna do a full chassis. We're gonna change the FE motor. We're gonna throw that out and put a module motor in it.
So you're gonna do a Coyote in this one?
Coyote or a Predator.
Okay. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
One or the other.
Yeah, that'd be super cool. And it's got what, a 66 grill in it right now. You're gonna swap it to a 65.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Mercury. Oh, this thing is cool. So this is gonna be very much built like your dad's fridge then, huh?
Yeah. We're doing a couple things a little different.
That's cool. That's killer.
That's a half-inch 20, is it? That's half-inch 20 today.
That worked.
So this is the fun part about building cars, is you meet cool people like Dave, and he knows people that build cool stuff like this. So you can go in, take a box and a Volvo pump and get everything attached. So these are all the steel high pressure fittings. These things will handle like up to 2,000 PSI. This is pretty much the exact same line that you would see on like a Resi shock with like a smooth body. And they have all the fittings right here. So Crown Performance, they're right here in San Marcos in San Diego. So if you're local, go check it out. It's pretty cool stuff. Really, really cool stuff they've been doing. Okay, well, I got the okay to film, so it's not weird anymore.
Let's see if I can.
Damn, you guys really just make everything right here.
Yep.
Alright, so we got the crew cab in the shop. We're gonna start jamming away on this pump install. You can see I got the pump right here, and the crazy thing is, check this out. This is a Ford pump, check that out. So I don't know what Ford cars this came in, but in the Volvos, they're super cheap. So Volvos did use a lot of Ford parts, and this is literally it. So we have our main power, ground, and our switch wire to turn this thing on. I'm gonna build a little bracket for it, and then I went ahead and I got an oil cooler. It's just a cheap oil cooler off Amazon, and it comes with a -6 fitting adapter. We have all of our hardware and all of our lines from Crown. Plumb this thing up, so I'm gonna build the lines and get the box in. So I'm gonna start by mounting this thing up and make mounts not only on the pump, but on the cooler down on the frame. We're gonna put that guy, just like Dave had it, right down in this frame rail. There's a nice little pocket for it, and we can see the feed lines will run right out here down to that and then up to the box. But you probably noticed that this thing's leaking a crap load of oil all over the floor. I moved it in here like 3 minutes ago for perspective, and as you can see underneath this thing, it is soaked. You can actually see the entire cross member is soaked, which is super unfortunate. So up there by my drain plug, what happened is there's a small pinhole. After I did an oil change on this thing, I noticed it started to leak a little bit, so I took a rag and wiped it, and I literally watched the oil come back out. So the oil pan on this thing is cracked. So I need to drain the oil, which sucks because I think there's maybe 300 miles on this oil change, but it's already dark, so who cares? We'll go ahead and we'll change it, or I can even put it back in, but I'm just gonna change it anyways. Go ahead and let the oil drain out. Go ahead and throw a tack weld on the oil pan to seal that back up, and then hopefully it's not gonna leak anymore. Because as you can see, that's the only thing under this truck that leaks, was that oil pan. So I'm gonna try to fix that and get the power steering pump down. Damn it! Oh yeah. Well, that's not good. Now we have a bigger hole. Ow. Okay, so tried repairing the pan, but is not working the way that I envisioned. So on this thing, the issue that we're having is because obviously the point where it cracked is the lowest point in the pan. No matter what I do, as long as it sits, there's gonna be oil residue there. And the second that I would grab a welder on this thing, the oil residue would create another hole and create another hole. Now I thought I sealed it up, and I've got the weld to completely go around it, but somewhere in between two welds, it's like, it's still leaking, and it's to the point now to where it didn't matter. So at that point I was like, okay, it's already screwed up. I can't get the welder in between it because it's this tight. And at that point I was like, all right, just clean it, JB weld it. Still didn't work. So now we're in the position where now it's ugly and it sucks, which is even worse. So I'm sure plenty of you guys have been here before. Let's see if I can show this. All right, there you go. Yeah, you can see covered in JB weld. It's for the most part sealed, but you can still see oil residue coming through that, and that's something I cannot fix at this point without lifting the pan up. So this has been parked in here for a little bit. You can see there's a little bit of oil on the ground there. So it's about the same as when we started, which honestly is pretty much a waste of time, unfortunately. So the only realistic way to fix this is to pull the pan out of the truck. And to do that, I pretty much got to pull the engine out, which sucks. I've spent 2 days trying to figure out an efficient way to fix this pan without pulling the engine out of the truck. And realistically, at this point, the way that it's sitting, the pan will need to be repaired upside down so there's no oil residue, or I need to get in there and clean it. And I can probably fish some stuff in there and try to clean it a little bit better, but there's still gonna be oil residue from all other parts of the pan that's just gonna create a worse weld. And at this point, I gotta cut everything that I just welded on out and put a new piece of metal in. So it only makes sense to either repair this thing out of the truck or just change the pan entirely. So to do that, we gotta take the pan out of the truck. And Franklin has done the same repair on his truck, and his motor did need to come out of the truck. Pretty much, it was pretty much hanging separated from the transmission. At that point with these trucks, it doesn't make any sense to just do it, just go the step further and just take the engine out. So unfortunately, I don't even want to say this, it feels awkward saying this, but you guys might make fun of me, but to do this the right way and the way that I want to do it and make everything nice in this truck, I do need to take the engine out of it. And it's not just the oil pan, I do want to say that, because if I get under here, where's that light again, Marcelo? Let me try to show this best I can actually. So no, I would not just pull this engine out just because I feel like it to do an oil pan. So you can see right there. Okay, so you can see under this thing, that freeze plug is absolutely wasted. Now that one I can get into the truck. There's one behind it that I can't even show on camera that is also leaking that I cannot access. On top of that, this oil pan looks like on the front, it's pretty good. This front main seal could definitely get replaced. And then on the back side, it's definitely leaking as well. And you can see up there, there's some oil leaks going on. There we go, on the back side you can see there's a freeze plug there, and then on top of the starter there's another one which this camera will not be able to show. You can see a little bit of the residue right over here. That's where that one is leaking. So there's a little bit of residue. That one doesn't look too bad. This one's definitely starting to go. So yeah, it definitely needs all new freeze plugs. And then to make things better, the back of the oil pan gasket has failed, and I believe the rear main has failed as well. You can see it's starting to leak right there. But yeah, overall, just a lot of stuff that we think we can fix and do better. The big thing also is I would like to paint the bay and fix some of the rust and corrosion on it. You can see around the fender wells and the aprons, everything is super corroded, and there's holes all over this thing. So down low, there's holes. There's a huge hole right there. On the bottom of the fender apron, there's holes. More holes right there, you can see. Down low, bunch of holes over here on this side. I do have a core support and fender aprons at my house I can swap out real easy. So if you didn't know, I don't want to overstress this. This is not a big job necessarily. There's 13 bolts to hold the front clip of these trucks on. You can pop them off in probably 20 minutes. We can get the front of this truck off. It's not a big job. So everything you see here will pop off in less than an hour. So from the hood and the front end. So all we'll have is a radiator and the engine. We'll pull the radiator out, basically do our bell housing bolts, our 6 wires that might go to the engine, a couple lines here and there, and then we can pick this thing up and pop it out. I'm not going to be rebuilding this engine. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just gonna do a quick reseal and paint it up. Now I know you're probably saying famous last words, Craig, but trust me, it's not gonna be that bad. This thing does run and it runs phenomenal, and I think honestly just sprucing up the engine bay real quick, doing a quick reseal and getting it back in the truck is definitely a necessary option. On top of that, when I pull the fender apron out, it'll be a hell of a lot easier to put our power steering box in because we're still gonna be doing that conversion on this truck. So I'll be able to build a bracket for the pump and mount the box way easier without having a whole front clip in the way. So yeah, overall I think we just bang a lot of stuff out. We do have it in the Western Nationals F100 show, and we're gonna take both of these trucks to in less than a month, and both of them will be done, and this truck will tow this one. So a bunch of work to get to, so let's get into it.
All this, and I was fixing that. Yeah.
Shut up. Oh. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, I just ate all that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Man, Taco Bell and chill, man. I'd say that print went pretty well. Oh my gosh. Taco Bell and chill. That's what that was. Get back.
You know, maybe since we're here.
Shut up! I don't want to hear that. I've heard that enough today. Don't even get me started.
Let's get it.
Yeah, let's hear it. Yeah, let's hear it. Yeah.
Throttle linkage.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, you might as well over here, just do this braking version, you know.
Eat shit, Franklin. But yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea, man.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, you got my mouth.
Okay, now what? Now what? I don't know, I didn't think about this. Yeah, race car.
Oh man, looks like my trunk.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Start running like this.
No, put that back on, put that back on. Oh, look at that crank. It's my daily. Bro, you're putting a radio in. You're putting a radio in. What could you possibly be doing with that?
I can show you some shit.
Oh, yeah?
I'll fuck up some shit with
Okay, I know what I'm doing.
You?
I do.
Yeah?
Maybe. I don't know.
What's the color of this guy?
It's not getting tighter, okay?
Okay, that's not coming out. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try some PP Blaster on this, see if I can get that out. Oh! Yes! Look at that, baby. And look at that blaster, dude. It got in there. It's all wet. Hell yeah, dude. That's sick. So very focused. Dang, man. Look at that mint fender, bro. I could probably sell that for like $1 million because, yeah.
Stop it, man. Stop. Go through on $100 and then $1,300. He farted.
Bro, what did you do?
Oh, that wasn't me.
Don't jump there.
What are you doing in my car, bro?
Why would you do that? Why did you break it?
What are you doing?
We're fixing it.
Fixing it. Making it better. See, you know what happened was I put CarPlay in my Jeep and Craig got jealous because his daily doesn't have CarPlay anymore. So Craig had to put CarPlay in his daily.
Yeah?
But he's just making me do it now.
Yeah, is that how that works?
This sucks to install. These are not fun.
My dash.
Yeah, you have to blur that out. Sorry, Damien.
Yeah, right.
What the hell, man?
Yes, sir.
Yeah! Oh, the punch is stuck now.
I don't even have any safety glasses, but it's okay, I'll squint.
Look at that. Still probably a lot of crap connected. Huh?
Oh, you talking about these?
I usually just take this off.
Well, I mean, you don't really need them.
And what? in 3 seconds. You became a kindergartner.
Come on, Craig. Learn to live a little bit.
Fender's off now. Sorry, Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, that was off. Oh, dick. Dude, this thing looks like a free runner now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bud. Look at my travel, man. Look at that. Big truck guy, Frank, watch out. You know it's about to come hit you, brother. Goddamn. Alrighty, on this episode of While We're Here, We Might As Well, we're now here. So, Focus has a bump in stereo, which is pretty rad, and I think they already broke it. Does it work?
Yeah.
It works.
It works.
Yeah.
While we're here, we might as well just redo the entire.
While we're here, might as well just put a quick release on this, you know. And
While we're here, what about a hydro?
Okay, anyways, so over on this thing, while we're here, we might as well go ahead and take the engine out, and that's what we're gonna do. So, as you can see, we're making a mess on the floor. We're gonna fix that. So now, you can see all the stuff that we're dealing with, and the real big issue also is this core support, because you can see, this is one of the things I was kind of postponing doing as long as I could, and you can see that bolt is, she's not really having it. She's kind of deleting herself. Oh, nice. Hey, that's my condenser, man.
Yeah, well, it's might as
still,
well we replace it.
It might. While we're here.
Yeah, while we're here.
While we're here, might as well replace it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. While we're here, might as well. That's the theme of this video. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. While we're here, might as well blank. You can fill in the blank in the comments of what we should put on that t-shirt. But on this thing, very rusty. Not really looking that good. Got a billion holes in it. Very corroded. And yeah, overall it just looks like crap. And these things are relatively easy to do. You can do them and paint them up in a day. We can do the frame, and we're gonna do our power steering conversion, which is so much easier to get to now. So I can go ahead and access that a lot easier, and I'll be able to mount my pump. I can actually make a hard mount for the Volvo pump on the frame, which would be nice. But next steps, go ahead and take this apart, throw all the scrap metal away, because we're not gonna be using this core support or inner fenders, get all that crap in the trash, and then go ahead and get this thing prepped to come out. So I will pick this up. We got everything cleaned up and ready to pull this thing out. Okay. I like the form.
Thank you. Oh, here we go. Oh.
You've definitely done this before.
Thank you.
That maneuver was not your first time. Absolutely not. Look at you just straddling that thing.
You know me and my drive shaft. Oh.
Hey, watch the paint, man.
Sorry. There we go. Yeah.
Now, I would say. Okay. Alright, let's see if I made a drastic mistake. I'm gonna pull the engine out. And with the transmission, we're just gonna do everything. While we're here, that's gonna be the theme of this video, you'll see. While we're here, we might as well.
No, might as well while we're here.
Might as well, yeah.
Might as well. Oh, she's free.
Wow, that was easy.
I want to see your cat mouse. Now say that. While we're here.
Oh, you're
Yeah, one more thing.
I can't hold that with one hand. Hold it.
I just want to do this.
Might as well while I'm here. Drain all the coolant out of it. Okay, you're good. Actually,
No, it's fine.
beautiful! I made a big mistake. You know what? I don't want to do this anymore. Can we put it back? Alright. Well, clocking out. Alright, getting back into the swing of things. It's like almost 10 p.m. on a Monday, Memorial Day. What am I doing working this late? So, got this thing torn apart. You can see we have everything apart right here. Inside the transmission, everything looks pretty good. I just hope I remember how to put this thing back together. Marcelo took this off, so it doesn't work. It's all on him. So, I'm gonna figure out how to split this heavy thing, because I'm sure this thing weighs as much as my truck does. It's all cast iron, big 4-speed. And it did have a 69 date code, which the truck is technically a 69 for those of you who don't know. I just did put a 71 clip on it, so it matches the other one over there. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and split this thing, and you can see the actual issue. Now that it's out, like I said earlier, you guys are probably giving me crap for pulling this thing out. I'm sure, yes, I could have probably done some of these in the truck, but this one right next to the motor mount would have sucked. The one behind the motor mount, like how are you supposed to get that out with headers and everything in there? So it just made sense, and stuff like this. This is the other thing that you guys don't see, is the helicoils that are in this thing. This thing really needs a set of cylinder heads, because that one's broken, that one's got a helicoil in it. These all had nuts on the back sides. This one's broken clean off, so I have to figure out how I want to repair that. And then more helicoils all the way throughout this thing. So it's just a can of worms. And everything just in general, I think could get a once over and be cleaned up and painted. So I just figured, why not just do it all in one shot? Why not, right?
Why not? We're here.
While
Why
we're
not?
there.
Why don't we decide?
And then while we're there at night on a holiday essentially, why not just wet sand and color sand and polish this amazing daily driver of his? Look at the patina, man. It's really nice. It's so shiny, so smooth.
Very nice.
Yeah, go ahead and sand that thing so it looks like this again in a week. Okay, pretty much every dolly that I have in my shop is occupied by another broken engine or a spare engine that's not in the vehicle, because I took the car apart, because I'm a genius and I have to fix everything at once. Don't be like me and take 6 cars apart at once, but believe it or not, we do have a schedule to try to get this thing back on the road by Friday, and today's Monday. I will totally eat my words if I don't finish it, but we're gonna try anyways. So I'm gonna put this thing on this dolly, see if this thing holds this transmission. These cast iron things are a ton of weight. They don't look that heavy, but man, if you've ever tried to pull one of these things, that's the other reason we took this thing out in the truck with this thing attached, is this thing, if you try to put any jack on it, it will just tip and roll, and it's gonna be a mess. But I think I might make some sort of cradle to grab these bolts to hang it when we reinstall it. But I don't know, I'll figure that out when I get there. So I'm gonna try to put it on here and see if I don't die. So we got the engine on a stand in the bay ready to get torn down. We're gonna start jamming on this thing in the next video. I do think this is a very good engine, being that when I did pull the clutch and flywheel off, which I will show you in the next video, it was in very good shape. So I do have high hopes for this thing, but we're gonna go through it. It's gonna be a reseal, not a rebuild. Unless anything in this engine tells me I cannot put it back together, which I doubt it, because this thing made 60 plus pounds of oil pressure, didn't smoke, and it ran fine, didn't overheat. Those 3 things alone give me pretty much no reason to take this thing all the way down to nothing. So we should be able to do just a basic reseal and put this thing back together with a fresh coat of paint and all new rubbers, seals, and gaskets. As for the truck itself, we just did a full degrease on the front end. This thing is ready to go. You'll see on the next video as well. There will be full process on how to redo the entire frame and engine bay on this thing. I'm gonna give you a step-by-step on how to make these frames look absolutely perfect and get them super, super clean with literally no effort at all. So you can see this thing's already been cleaned. We went through it already, and we still haven't even gone through and done the needler yet or any of the other things to make this thing prepped for paint. We're gonna be doing the firewall and all the other things to go with it. the entire engine bay of this thing is gonna look brand new and hopefully even better than the one in this truck. So we'll see what we can do. But either way, I hope you guys are excited for this video series. Definitely a little bit further than I wanted to go by a landslide, but there's so many more issues that we're able to fix. The throwout bearing was about to explode in this thing, and the list goes on and on. So while we're here, we're gonna keep going and fixing everything. So like I said, I do have high hopes to get this thing put together pretty soon. I don't know if Friday is realistic. I said that earlier in the video. It's already Wednesday, so that would give me tomorrow and the next day to have that thing resealed, painted, and put back in the bay, which is not undoable. I just don't know if I want to pull 2 all-nighters in a row for no reason. So we'll see. But within a week for sure, we'll have this thing back together. But with that being said, I wanted to give a massive thank you to Marcelo, Franklin, and all the other guys that helped out with this thing, and you guys for watching along. Don't forget to grab your merchandise at 909speedcompany.com. It does support me greatly, and just leaving a like on the video and commenting and let me know what you guys think helps more than you'll ever know. But don't forget to subscribe. We have a lot of cool stuff coming with this truck, and I'll see you guys in the next one with the crew cab. Later, guys.